YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy, back with another video. And in my last video, somebody said I was talking too fast. So we're going to slow it down. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I know they was just playing, by the way. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment, share the video, all of that.
I'm so tired of hold on, play.
So if you're a vet to the channel, you already know that I recently picked up that Smith & Wesson 10mm, that M&P joint, that thing that just came out. I got that, and if you really know, you know that I got the Springfield and I got the G29. So while I was doing the unboxing for the Smith & Wesson 10mm, a lot of people was asking me if I can do a comparison, side-by-side comparison between the G29, the Springfield XDM, and the Smith & Wesson 2.0 10mm. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna show you all three of them. And I mean, hopefully you can find out which one is right for you, which one you like. If you like 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, or 1 out of 3, or if you even think all of them is just trash. So yeah, let's hop into this video. So first thing we're gonna talk about is the boxes. And I know a lot of people don't want to talk about the boxes, but there's people who do. So because some people keep their things in their box, some people keep the boxes. So off rip, this is the box that comes in the this is the box that the M&P comes in. Smith & Wesson, you know, basic cardboard box, nothing to brag about. I don't have the Springfield one because I threw that away because that's also a cardboard box, which is what's gonna happen to this one. But yeah, if you're going on boxes, like if the boxes is one of your deciding factors, you're definitely gonna want to go with the Glock. So the Glock box off rip is gonna be the best box. I mean, it's nothing too special, like just cardboard. I mean, not cardboard, hard plastic, foam, nothing too special, but at least they give you a plastic case. You know, I mean, it is what it is, but this can be the best quality box out of all three. So if box is your deciding factor, you definitely gonna want to go with the Glock 29. And if you're really a Glock fanboy, this is kind of where you want to stop the video, because I think that's the only advantage that the Glock is gonna have today. Now we can show y'all what I really came here for, which is first off the G29. And this is how they come out boxed. I didn't do anything to them. Well, I did kind of do some cosmetic stuff to them, but no, you know, no internal stuff to them. So this is how they come. This is the G29, Springfield XDM, Smith & Wesson M&P. Okay, so the first thing I want to compare is capacity. So off rip, the Smith & Wesson is going to have the highest capacity. I mean, it's the longest. So if you're going by size difference, this is more compared to the G20. So that's it compared to the Glock 29. Glock 29 is only 10 rounds out the box, but you could put a G20 mag in it. But that's how it's gonna look. But barrel length wise, they're almost similar. So if I'm comparing the barrel length, let me go ahead and put that by the door where y'all get the point. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Hold the butt plates. So that's them too. Just ignore that light. But that's them too. So they're about the same. The Springfield might be a little bit longer than the Glock, but you know, nothing too noticeable. But I mean, that's them. Now we got the, no, not the Springfield. The Smith might be a little bit longer. This is the Springfield. And all of these are safety checked. All of these are safe. So if I'm going with the Springfield, these are about the same size. These are about the same size. If I'm holding both of the back plates, they're about the same size. The Springfield might actually be a little bit longer. Yeah, I think the Springfield is a little bit longer than the Glock. Sticks out a little bit more than the Glock does. So if you're looking for the smallest one, you're gonna go with the Glock. And which is crazy, I don't know, maybe because the plate. Let's go ahead and take the mags out and compare it. Okay, Springfield's still gonna be longer. So if you're looking for the smallest package that you could possibly get with that 10mm in this polymer frame, you're definitely gonna wanna go with the G29. It's gonna be the smallest, it's gonna be the shortest, but this is definitely the fattest. So this is gonna be the more beefier of the two, like compared to both of them, honestly. I mean, that Springfield kind of looked a little bit, I don't know. Maybe it's just the grip. I thought the slide was, nope, the Glock slide is a little wider. So yeah, the Glock is gonna be more beefier than both the the Springfield and the Smith. The Smith is gonna be the you know, the slimmer of the three. So the Glock's gonna be the smallest and the shortest. Now, if you want to talk about the slimmest is definitely gonna be the M&P. The M&P definitely gonna have the slimmest profile out of the three. So here's it compared to the Springfield. That's how that looks. Go ahead and show you out the grips. Grips on those two. So Smith & Wesson is definitely going to be the slimmest, and you already know it's going to be slimmer than the Glock. Go ahead and show you. The Glock is just thick. The Glock is just a big boy right there. So definitely going to be the slimmest. Now let's get into the magazines. So the magazines in the Smith & Wesson, they give you this. You know, they give you a metal mag, which I like. You got a yellow follower in there. For the Springfield, another metal mag, black follower. Now for the Glock, plastic mag. I mean, you got a metal lip in front. I mean, you got metal where it needs to be, but come on, like you got to step it up. Like, come on, Glock is gonna be like the new iPhone, because every model year they're releasing the same thing. At least it looks visually the same. Like, most people can't really tell the difference, especially if you have a sleeve on it. It's gonna be hard for you to tell the difference between a Gen 2, Gen 3. Like, you're gonna have to look for finger grooves, or you're gonna have to look for the back plate or something like that. So it's like very minor. Like, they need to step it up. They need to get something that, you know, optics ready out the box. Like, better trigger, something, because this trigger on this sucks. Oh my gosh, the trigger on this thing sucks. Like, and I love Glock, because out of the three, well, I can't really talk on those ones, but you know, Glock is proven. Glock's just gonna run regardless. Like, this is a workhorse. It's not gonna do the job the prettiest, but it's definitely gonna get the job done. And that's why people like Glocks. But I feel like Glock just been a top dog for so long, especially in the 10mm game, that they feel like they don't really need to do anything. So they kind of just give you guys the bare minimum. Throw something, like for the Gen 6 is gonna be a lowercase g instead of the high G for the new models, and we're gonna charge you another $100 to get that new Gen 6. Like, come on, like, what are you doing? So you guys need to step it up, because you guys are definitely in last place. At least in this category, definitely in last place. I mean, I know a lot of people love the Glock, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Now, I'm not getting rid of my Glock, because I still got love for the Glock, but they definitely need to step it up. So if I'm going on just the way it feels, I don't know. I like the Springfield in my hand, but overall, I got to give it to the Smith. Something about the Smith, even the aggressive grip texture. This is like sandpaper, honestly. Like, this is like sandpaper, but I like it, honestly. It gives you a good purchase on that thing. It just feels good in your hand, and I like the slim profile. I like the front serrations on this thing. Like, the Glock, you know what you're gonna get with the Glock. You're gonna get these rear serrations, which aren't bad, but I mean, they could do a little bit better on this, honestly. Now, they don't have any front serrations, but I mean, you got the rear ones. And the rear, let me go ahead and drop this. Show you that this thing is clear. The rear is not, it's not too bad. It still gives you a good purchase on it, and you know, it is what it is. Now the Springfield, they got some decent serrations on the front and the rear, so they're gonna give you that at least. Let me go ahead and drop this mag too, so yeah, that this thing is clear. So they give you some front ones, and you get the same ones on the back. So I mean, not bad, good feeling in the hand, but you know, it is what it is. Like, this, I would definitely put this second. This is definitely gonna be last. This is definitely gonna be last if we're talking about the serrations, and I would have to give the M&P first. Let me go ahead and drop that. The M&P, the front serrations, the rear serrations. Let me go ahead and show y'all, see if that picks up on camera. So that's how the serrations on the M&P looks like. Let me go ahead and show y'all the Springfield. Springfield's a little bit bigger, but you know, it still gets the job done. And then everybody should know what the Glock one looks like. So Glock, y'all gotta step it up. Like, really, y'all, like, this is unacceptable. Like, you guys gotta start adding stuff, because you guys are gonna get left behind. So for the serrations and the grips, the grip you're gonna have on it, I'll give it to the M&P. I love that the grips on the hand. I love how it feels in your hand. Now, I think if you got small hands, if you got big hands, you're gonna love this thing. Like I get such a good purchase on this. I mean, I get a decent grip on this too. You know, that pinky does hang off on the Springfield. And I do love I mean, I like the Glock, but you see how my middle finger kind of gets caught, and that starts to hurt. Like after shooting this for a while, that definitely starts to hurt. So, I mean, I would definitely give the grip category, the Glock is gonna come in last off rip. Now, let's go to the triggers. Let's just go ahead and get it out the way. The Glock. No. The Glock trigger, face direction. The Glock trigger is horrible. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it is what it is. And I don't think they're trying to make it that much better, honestly. So let's go ahead and take a look at how the Glock trigger looks like. So, got all that take up. And then that's the wall right there. And then it got a little bit of creep. Let's do that a little bit slower. Okay, so let's find that wall. So that's the wall. And it got a little creep to it. And then it got that break. That break is so aggressive. Like, it's so aggressive. And it's like overly loud, like for no reason. It just smacked. Like, it almost moves the whole gun when you shoot it. Look at that. And then it breaks. See how loud that is too? Sounds louder than the gun. Now we got the Springfield. And honestly, this is my first time kind of comparing the triggers, honestly. So here's the break on the Springfield. That's the break. I mean, that's the wall. That's where that wall is at. So, I mean, it's pretty short. But the thing I don't like about this, that's the wall. You still got a lot of ways to go before that thing break. Look at that. Look at that. And then it break. So honestly, this kind of feel like it's almost like the Glock. Now the trigger's not as loud when it breaks, because you can hear this trigger and then you can hear the Glocks. So, I mean, the Glock is definitely going to be a louder, more aggressive break than the Springfield. But this one, the Smith, that's the wall. And it breaks. Let me go ahead and do that slower. That's it. After that wall, it's probably a little bit of take up, and that's what me being generous, a little bit of take up, and then it breaks. So this is the wall, break. Springfield, that's the wall, then breaks. Breaks. Glock. I can't really even, okay, so that's the wall. It's almost just like the Springfield. I mean, the break's a little bit more aggressive, but it's almost just like the Springfield. The only difference between this and the Springfield is the Springfield got that flat trigger. So Springfield got that flat trigger. Glock, you know, they got their basic trigger. So if you're going off of triggers, you got to give it to the Smith. Smith & Wesson out the box is going to have the best trigger out of all of them. Like, look at that break. Like, that's the wall. And it got like, the wall is like super easy to find. That's the wall. Then it breaks. Let me go ahead and push the Glock a little bit faster. This is the Glock. That's the wall. Break. Springfield. That's the wall. Break. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe if the Glock had a better, like a flat face trigger, I probably would pick the Glock over the Springfield. I mean, that's just my opinion. Maybe it's just the one I got. But I kind of feel like the Glock has less creep after it hit that wall than the Springfield. Y'all let me know. That's that. the wall. Yeah, I kind of feel like the Glock has a little bit less creep after you hit that wall than the Springfield. But because the Springfield has a like that flat face trigger, I'm gonna have to rock with the Springfield. Like, I honestly, out of all the triggers, I feel like the Springfield is the best feeling trigger. So I would prefer the Springfield even over the Smith & Wesson. I mean that's just my personal preference. Like, I feel like the trigger on the Springfield feels way better. Not way better, but it does feel better than, to me at least, it does feel better than the one on the Smith & Wesson. So, but overall, the best trigger, I feel like I'm gonna give it to the Smith & Wesson. Now let's go over to sights. Out the box, you know, you get those original Glock sights. You know, I mean, they are what they are. And honestly, out the box, I would prefer the Glock sight over the Springfield sight. I just don't like that U rear shape sight. I don't like it. I mean, some people might. I don't like it. So I would actually prefer this one out the box. But the Springfield does give you that fiber optic front sight. So I would go, looks wise, I would go with the Springfield. Accuracy, my ability to pick up the target, I would definitely go with the Glock. I mean, I'm just used to it. I mean, it is what it is. But in overall sights, I'm going to have to give it to the Smith again. They got these high cold witness sights, which I'm going to grab a Holosun and put it on top of there. And I'm definitely going to want cold witness. So, I mean, they give it to you. And these sights they give you these 3-dot sights, which aren't bad. I don't know if you guys can see that. Which aren't bad, but honestly, like if I was just going on stock sights, I would prefer the Glock because I'm just used to it. But looks wise, Springfield, because it does have the fiber optic front sight, but they're not cold witness. So as soon as I threw something on it, you can no longer use the sights. So I mean, it is what it is. So sight wise, all around, I'm gonna have to give it to the Smith. Now let's talk out the box. Out the box, you're gonna get, I think, 2 10-round mags, 2 or 3 10-round mags with this, which is, I mean, it is what it is. And you get the Gen 4, you're probably gonna grab some back straps and stuff like that. So, I mean, you know, it's pretty decent. The Springfield out the box, kind of gonna be the same things, kind of similar. You're gonna get, what, 2 or 3 mags? I forgot which one this one came with. You can get like 2 or 3 mags, and instruction manual, lock, same thing as the Glock. You know, I mean, it is what it is. So nothing too special about this. And the thing that I really disliked about, we'll get to that later. Now, this one out the box, they give you the plates for the optic. You get 2 mags, you get the lock, you got everything they get, but you also get the plates. So I'm loving that. So this one, I had to register. I had to call them. I had to give them the serial number, my address, all that stuff. And then they send you the plate, the one plate that fits whatever optic there you're going to put on them. This one, they give you multiple plates. So they give you multiple plates out the box, so you don't have to waste time. And I didn't know that they did that because I didn't watch any unboxings when I got this. So I got it. I'm waiting to put the optic on. As soon as I get the optic in, I realize I can't even put it on. So, I mean, it is what it is. This one, they give you everything in the box, which is just super convenient, which is how it should be. There, like, why do y'all need to keep those extra plates? What if I decide to change this optic? I gotta do that thing again. So, I mean, it is what it is. This one, they give you out the box some compatible plates, and that's why I'm really rocking with this one. And the Glock, I mean, you see it. Like, that's what they give you. They give you a blank stare, and here you go. Now, if I want to say build quality, I feel like the build quality, I'll still give it to the Smith. I'll still give it to the Smith. I think that Smith just moves so smooth. But the Glock, it's a Glock. I mean, it's a Glock. Like, that's, I have to use the name to describe it. It's a Glock. Like, it's decent. Like, this thing, it feels like it's built like a tank, honestly. And that's how it's meant to run. But this thing feels like they took more time building this. And the Springfield's kind of in the middle. It feels good. It feels better than the Glock. So I'll definitely put this second. The Smith is going to be first, which I didn't think. I thought I was going to like this more than the Smith. But I'll put this first in build quality. This, I'll put it in second. And the Glock, even though it's built like a tank and this thing is proven, I'll still put it third because it's just, I don't know, simple construction, but it's, I don't know, it's a Glock. So, and also, I'm not sure if I mentioned the grips on the Glock. So the Glock, I had to put this little Hogue sleeve on there. I mean, it's just my preference. I mean, it gives me a decent feeling. It does have that finger grooves. This one has these little huge stippling. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. Well, there it go. So that's how the grips look on the Springfield, which it doesn't feel bad, honestly. Like I like it. Some people might say it's a little over aggressive, but if you don't like these, you're really not gonna like these ones, because this feels like straight sandpaper. But I mean, I like it. But if you have little soft girl hands, you're not gonna like this. I'm telling you, you're not gonna like this. There's already some people that's complaining about how aggressive this grip texture is. So, I mean, if that's the case, you might want to go with this. I think this is like the best of both worlds. This is right there in the middle. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It feels really good in your hand. But for me, again, I have to go with the Smith. So right now, the Smith's leading the way. Except for the box, where the Glock took that one on, the Smith is leading the way right now. So far in the tests that we've been doing, the Smith's coming in first. Springfield's coming in second. And sadly, but not surprisingly, the Glock is coming in third. So the only test that's missing right now is a shooting test, because I've ran this thing for years, and I probably had maybe 2 or 3 malfunctions with this, like a failure to feed or failure to eject or something. So maybe 2 or 3 in the thousands of rounds that I sent through this thing. So this thing is definitely proven. I'm not gonna really say anything about these two, because I don't know. I mean, I hope they do good, because you know I paid for them, so hopefully they do good. But I cannot give them the same reliability as I give the Glock, because I just don't know, honestly. So I will be testing these ones out. I can't imagine the Smith doing bad, because Smith & Wesson is such a proven company. But and I also had a Springfield, and that thing ran pretty good too. So I can't really say. So I'm not going to give a guarantee. So reliability for now, I'm going to give it to the Glock. But, you know, we're going to have to take these all to the range and do a test out of all of them. So which one am I rocking with? Y'all already know. Y'all already know I'm rocking with the Smith. Looks-wise, honestly, looks-wise for me, now this is my own personal opinion, I'm going to give it to the Springfield. I just like the way it looks. Now, do I like the grip safety? I mean, it's okay. Now, I didn't get the one with the thumb safety. Well, the thumb safety on this one. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the grip safety, but looks-wise, I'm gonna have to give it to the Springfield. Everything else, except for the box, it's gonna be, well, looks-wise, I'm gonna have to give it to the Springfield. Reliability, because these ones aren't tested yet, I'm gonna have to give it to the Glock. Now, damn, I can almost grip both. I don't know why I just noticed that, but I'm gripping both of these at the same time. My hand's almost touching. But anyways, reliability-wise, I'm gonna give it to this one. Looks-wise, I'm gonna give it to the Springfield. Overall, I'm gonna give it to the Smith & Wesson. So, I mean, that's my choice. Y'all let me know what y'all picking, what y'all rocking with down in the comments. If y'all, well, most people done tested out a Glock. I mean, maybe not a Glock 29. So if you tried the Glock 29, let me know what you think about it. If you tried the Springfield, let me know what you think about it. If you tried the Smith & Wesson, which a lot of people have, because this thing is really hard to get. But if you have tried it, let me know what you think about this. And let me know which one y'all rocking with. I know a couple people said they're going to wait for, like, I think the Performance Center, something else that's going to come out with Smith. I think it might have been Delray Dan, but I don't know who it was. Somebody said they're gonna wait for a different model of this, and I mean, that's all good. I might cop that one too. If it's better than this, then yeah, most definitely. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention, these two kind of come in the same rate with the takedown and the Glock. Like, come on, you're still having to, you know, if you ain't got nails, you ain't taking the Glock down. I mean, you can kind of, I don't know, that thing it is what it is. But that's the Glock takedown. You got to still stick that now. I mean, it's time to upgrade Glock. Like, you guys got to come with it, because you guys have been around too long to be still giving the same exact motto. Come on, you guys are being left behind. Like, you guys got to update. For some reason, I feel like they are, but I feel like it's going to take them a little bit longer. But you know, if we all keep saying it, they might hear us, because I mean, you gotta like Glock, but I feel like they're always gonna come with that same crappy trigger. Like, at least switch it to a flat face trigger. You don't have to change none of the mechanics of it. Switch it to a flat face trigger. But like I said, these ones, you got the lever for the takedown, so it makes cleaning a little bit more easier. and disassemble and reassemble and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Y'all let me know which one y'all rocking with. Y'all want the Glock? Because there still might be people who prefer the Glock. Like, they might just like how simple it is. I mean, they're all pretty simple. So I don't really see where the Glock would have an advantage, except for the reliability and the proven aspect of it. Like, this thing just been proven. I mean, you can run Glocks. I mean, that's what everybody knows that. Like, if you want the most reliable thing, damn near the most reliable thing you can grab, this is it. I mean, it's just gonna spit out everything you put in it. Now, these might be a little finicky. They might be a little animal sensitive. I don't know. We gonna test them out, because I ran everything through this and no problems. But these ones, you never know. So, as a reliability, it's gonna be the Glock. Looks wise, for me, you might think different. Some people might like the Glock better. Some people might like the way the Smith look. But looks wise, for me, I'm gonna have to rock with the Springfield. But overall, like, if I had to pick one, Smith, off rip. It's gonna be the Smith. I love the trigger. The looks is not that far away from the Springfield for me. Like, I mean, I like the way this one looks, but I just like this one a little bit better. When I throw my Hollow Sun on top of there, I think it's gonna make it look a little bit better also. But I don't know, because this one still looks really good. Like, if I was gonna give this 100, this would be like a 98 or something in the looks wise. So it's right there, but for me at least, I just have to give it to the Springfield. And also the Springfield, something I just noticed, it does have that cocked indicator right there. And I think it has, yep, it has something on top so you can tell whether it has a chamber in it. I think this one has, yeah, this one has a hole on top so you can see if there's a round in it too. So, I mean, these ones are feature packed. Like, they're giving you tons of features out the box with this one. And the Glock, they're just like, hey, you lucky you got a Glock. Like, you got a Glock, you got a Glock. Like, this, I mean, that's all it is. It's just a Glock. Like, it's a Glock. So, I mean, it's proven, it's a decent shooter. And the thing that gets me also is they're all kind of around the same price. They're all kind of around the same price. So I can understand if this one was like $200 cheaper than these two, but they're all kind of around the same price. So, I mean, if you're going to say you get what you pay for, these are giving you a little bit more. So Glock, you need to step it up. But all in all, I mean, I love all of them, but the Glock is kind of getting outdated and left in the past. Springfield and Smith & Wesson definitely stepping up to the plate. Y'all boys, let me know which one y'all prefer. Smith, Springfield, Glock. Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to hit that post notification bell just so you're updated when I take all three of these things. See, all three of them. All three of them to the range. I'm going to do an accuracy test so y'all can judge me on my accuracy. But I'm going to do accuracy tests to see which one I'm more accurate with. I don't know. It might be a little different for some of y'all. But yeah, y'all hit that notification bell so y'all stay updated when I post that video. And until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video.